that tendency to withdraw leads to this very subtle layering of residue or tangible things, tangible residue that will end up making everything feel worse. What's up? Welcome, friends, to Spiritual Real Talk. I'm Megan Monahan, and I am extra excited to dive into today's topic. It is near and dear to my avoidant heart, and I want to just say, first and foremost, shout out to all of my fellow avoidants, to the people out there who, when there is overwhelm, when there is conflict, we innately, because let's face it, all of our nervous systems have been trained unconsciously to stay safe. Those of us who were trained in an unconscious way to stay safe by withdrawing, shout out to my fellow avoidants. I see you. I feel you. I am you. And we're going to talk about it today. So take a big, deep breath, let it all out. And let's talk about what's underneath that and the ways in which it shows up and how good it feels to clean it up a little bit. So I had something happen over the weekend that instantly made me feel 1,000 times clearer in my mind, less overwhelmed. And it didn't have anything to do with having to have that difficult conversation. So you're off the hook for that. That is not what this video is about. What I want to talk about, though, are the ways in which that tendency to withdraw leads to this very subtle layering of residue or tangible things, tangible residue that will end up making everything feel worse. So there's something that I've been avoiding for, I don't know, I want to say 3 months, maybe a solid 3 months. And it is the drawer in my kitchen where I keep Tupperware. Is that what we're calling Tupperware, even if it's glass? I think maybe that's a different term, but we're going to call it Tupperware. The Tupperware drawer. It might be your junk drawer. It might be the one drawer where you put clothes that's completely unorganized, where there's like mismatched sock. We all have 1 or 14 of those drawers. So whatever your Tupperware drawer is, I've been avoiding cleaning it out. And it's not so bad that it's not functional. So it's been easy for me to say, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And over the weekend, I cleaned out the Tupperware drawer and I got rid of the ones that were plastic, one use that people had given me from dinner parties or whatnot, and got rid of the ones that didn't have lids anymore, the ones that were like slightly chipped, but you can still use them, right? I really did a deep audit of the Tupperware drawer, and it's beautiful now. When I tell you that you open this drawer and you look at it and you feel peace, it feels like a deep exhale. And every time I go in that drawer, I'm not going to lie, I literally feel like I can do anything. Not because I tackled the drawer, but because there is now space. And that tab in my mind, even though it wasn't, DEFCON 1, that tab has now been closed. And now there's more room. And I've always been this kind of person that enjoys order. I'm not overly messy, and I'm definitely not like rigid about things. So certain areas of my home will get a little cluttered, and then I'll get to that point where I can't deal with the clutter and I'll totally go in and clear it out. And it instantly creates space in my brain. And so if you are the person that is feeling really overwhelmed, and I'm not going to lie, there's been a lot of overwhelm in my life the last 6 months, make a list. Sit down and write down all of the open tabs. Renewing, car insurance or changing the policy. Write it down. Schedule the dentist. Why is that so hard? Let's not even get into that. That's another video entirely. Tupperware drawer. Make banana bread with the 14 frozen bananas that are in the freezer just waiting for you because, don't throw it away. I can make banana bread from that. Literally just make a list. and then go through and pick one. Just pick one. I promise you that you will feel like a superhero as you start to identify and process those things and move them off of the list. It feels overwhelming because you're holding space for all of it in your mind, and it's feeling overwhelming because you're not engaging with it. The minute that you start to engage with those things, all of the power goes away. And that part of you that in your nervous system just wants to shut down, that part of you will feel safe. That part of you will feel nourished. And that part of you will instantly start to relax and create more space for you to feel energetically motivated. But if you wait, if you are on that avoidant end of the spectrum, if you wait to do that thing, it will just start to feel bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and more overwhelming. So the thing that you're avoiding is the thing that ultimately you end up strengthening and empowering when you engage in that behavior. It goes with emails, it goes with texts. I recently did that with my text messages. I had been traveling and a few had gotten kind of backlogged, and it was, I'm on the plane, I'll reply later in my head. And I recently went through and looked for all the little blue dots that tell me that there's an unread, unresolved, which at one point felt wildly overwhelming. And when I went through, it wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't that serious. And now, superhero status yet again. So it's not about doing all the things at once, cleaning all the things at once, replying to all the things at once, but look at the thing that you are avoiding the most, the thing that you're saying, I can't deal with that. There's too much going on. I can't deal with it. And really ask yourself if you can maybe deal with it, or if you can maybe take one piece of it and scratch that off the list. I promise you, you will feel more confident, more motivated, and more powerful because you are once again taking the reins, taking control, instead of just kind of avoiding and bobbing and weaving and trying to avoid, all of these things that are scattered around in your world, in your life. So this is your invitation to open the drawer, open the junk drawer, open the Tupperware drawer, go into your emails, go into your texts, pick one. Commit to no longer avoiding the thing that feels overwhelming, and instead just break it down and commit to dealing with one piece of it. If it truly is one of those quite overwhelming tasks, break down the next best thing, right? One of my friends who's a really brilliant coach always says that to me. What's the next best indicated action, right? So a Tupperware drawer, that can be done in one sitting, right? Something bigger, right? Your emails, for example, maybe the next best indicated action is going into your email and creating files for the big pillars in your life. And then maybe the next best indicated action after that is filing the first 1,000 emails. I know people that have like tens of thousands of emails. So maybe the first action is to go in and make files. The second action is to, search, put in the keyword of the file, search, and drag those in. And you go one at a time. Okay? I see you. My avoidance, I get it. And there is a better way. There is a way that will help you feel the way you want to feel that is just not going to be accomplished by turning your head away. You got this. I believe in you. You can do it. Take that with you. I hope that helps. I hope that brings some nourishment into your drawers, into your life, into your mind, into your email. And don't forget to subscribe, put in the comment what you want me to talk about, what I can offer some tools around. And until next time, sending you so much love. I'll see you soon.